Welcome back to Scale Me Down and to part 2 of the highlights from the Large Model Association Air Show at RAF Cosford 2022. Remember to like and subscribe to support our channel. In part 1, we showcased displays from the early years of aviation, whereas here in part 2, we'll come more up to date, starting with some World War II models. We saw this scramble of quarter-scale Supermarine Spitfires. And throughout the weekend, these were complemented by many other World War II displays. Firstly, there were these 5th scale American fighters with some Corsairs, a P-47 Thunderbolt and a Messerschmitt Bf-109 that crept in also.
Corsairs going A-109, so we have one German aircraft in the mix. Nice to come down to here tonight.
Sadly, the Messerschmitt was damaged due to an engine failure. The pilot was just unlucky with his glide approach and landing. Anyhow, the pilots of the Allied fighters all agreed it was nothing to do with them.
World War II heavy bombers.
But it wasn't all about fighter aircraft, as this slot was dedicated to bombers.
Different job with Martin, not in an airfield, in a big farmer's field with a small grass. You can't fly the really big aeroplanes, but we still have some big aeroplanes there, and it's just a very treat for that show.
There was a pair of these majestic 4-engined Boeing B-17 Sally Bs.
But record-breaking Jaguars, Raleigh, everything in there that you could possibly want to have a look at. So downstairs the cars, upstairs the models. Models as well.
They were joined by a trio of these Vickers Armstrong Wellington Wimpy bombers.
Right now we've got some jets going up next. One's all the advantages of a nice group of people with one interesting life. That's our aim, that's what we're trying to do.
The show was supported by quite a few traders, and there was plenty to see. For this next slot, we have a collection of large electric-powered models, featuring our friend Chris Johnson with his Douglas DC-3 Dakota. Dakota was also joined by two more electric models, one of a late Mark Spitfire and one of a P-51D Mustang.
And we were donated some very, very nice pictures. One of that is the two hurricanes, beautiful sky.
The Dakota is built from the Nick Zeroli plans to a scale of 1:8, giving it a span of 140 inches. The distinctive bright yellow livery is known as Oxydol's after the soap powder, and the Royal Canadian Air Force used it as a gunnery target towing aeroplane.
No, sir, in the Falklands. So, if the track somewhere.
Despite being 43 pounds all-up weight, the Dakota is actually lightly loaded. The electric power system provides loads of urge through two Turnigy motors and 100 amp speed controllers turning 16x8 3-blade propellers, and that's all powered by four 6S 6000 mAh lithium polymer packs. The retracting landing gear is manufactured by Robart.
Now, microphone is acting up a little bit, but the Land Rover is...
Bringing us right up to the modern day, we have a display flown by Mark Leavesley with his PC-21 turboprop.
And just while they get themselves prepared, Mark's got the...
Mark is a paragliding instructor, and it's clear that, like us and many of our viewers, he shares a love of all things aviation. The model is from the Tomahawk all-composite kit, and it was built by Matt Bishop of Bishop Aviation. It's powered by a JetCat turboprop engine, which works in the same way as the full-size turboprop, with a jet engine providing compressed air to blow around the propeller gearbox.
Just the right sound with that little turbine in front with the gears to the turbine.
Mark can also inject oil into the jet exhaust to generate smoke to accent his display.
Constant angular bank, judging it perfectly. The low pass. And into the roll. Game, the slow roll.
Despite being monstrously powerful, the model slows down really nicely thanks to powerful wing flaps and an underbelly air brake.
Superb slow pass. And nearly the point now, we're just about got the blue skies here, warming up nicely. And we just love being at this wonderful flying site and entertaining you with these fabulous aeroplanes. Flight line 6, no, well, certainly not landing this time, though. But the undercarriage just coming down now. Down and up, and into the absolutely perfect landing. Ladies and gentlemen, after the break, give them a great round of applause for putting the flight together and getting this show back on the road. Up with the glider.
Staying with a modern theme, there were lots of really nice jet-powered model aeroplanes, starting with this half-scale Fox glider. This is from the Paritech kit and is powered by a KingTech 210 turbine. It spans 7 metres and weighs 34 kilograms. Steve Holland put on an impressive dynamic display with this large model.
Flowing under and back out to the right.
And there was also a good complement of modern and classic jets to see, including, to name a few, an F-16, a Rafale and an F-15.
Pencils, pens, armbands, some slowly flat binoculars. With all the money for the Michael Memorial, for the future land back to the
It was really nice to see this show back, bigger and better than ever after the pandemic recovery. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.